Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Taco here with a brand new video for you guys today. This is gonna be going over like the Modern Warfare beta, my first impressions on mouse and keyboard and controller. Before we get into that, this is the settings that I am currently running on controller and on mouse and keyboard. Just gonna go over controller here quickly. I have everything default. I use paddles and I play cloud, so I run 1.65, 1.65 on vertical and horizontal, and then I shoot with my R1L1, and then for my dead zone inputs, this is what I run. Then for aiming, I still run dynamic. The aim assist is just really strong in the season, or this iteration of COD. So, just use what you can at what you want, and then aiming advanced settings, I have dynamic at 0.91. And then going on to like your movement and stuff, it's not recommended to use tactical sprint. It's kind of stupid in my personal opinion. This should automatically like just I don't know. It just messes with your running. So what it does is that if you have tactical sprint assist on, it's gonna give you more delay, and if you just have it regularly on, it's not gonna give you any delay or anything like that. So you have to like double tap if you have it on and stuff like that. It's pretty odd, but I play hybrid. Corner slicing is on, and then pretty much everything is pretty much standard. Dedicated melee weapon, I just press my R3 button so that way it pops up faster. And then going over to the keyboard, I do run a faster sense this COD, or it's kind of like the same, but I run 3.63. And then for my mouse advanced settings, I run gradual, legacy, and precision. And then for my custom presume settings, I have 54, 64, 70, etc., etc., etc. And then yeah, for graphics wise, I do run borderless, but when I do play Warzone next season, not next season, next beta, I am going to be running full screen exclusive, and it's just personal preference, but I just run borderless mainly. Um, Everything is pretty much standard. Eco preset is on customs. Uh, doesn't really matter. Just make sure everything is off. And then yeah, that's that. And then for my quality, I do run NVIDIA DLSS unbalanced at 100% and at transformer. And then I do have my VRAM scale set to like -50. It doesn't really matter what this does. But yeah, everything's pretty much on low. The game looks really good on low anyways. I am running on a 4070, so my graphics are going to be a little bit more chopped. But I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. And then this is my field of view and everything here. Everything controller wise should be cross like compatible through BO7 and on to call it Modern Warfare. I mean, there's really much no difference. It's just the aim assist is just really strong in this game, and that's very upsetting because as a controller player, it's just I like having aim assist on controller, but it's just so OP that it fucks with my aim super bad. So that's like one of the reasons why I don't like it. That's why I've been playing mouse and keyboard. I probably have like over like 50 hours of mouse and keyboard on this beta alone, but it's super fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Telemetry, everything should be standard. I just have my FPS counter, latency, and packet loss on. Audio, there's nothing crazy for audio. Don't use any tunes. I don't do any of that bullshit. The audio is good as is. I just run my regular headphones, Windows default, and there's only 3 options, so I run headphones. It sounds really great. I mean, honestly, this sounds super immersive, super good. It just feels great, yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of the video. I'm just gonna go over everything else and over some gameplay, and I'll shoot you guys there in a bit. Peace. Yo, what's going on, guys? Taco here. So this is gonna be my like kind of impression over the first closed beta, and like what my initial thoughts are. I know it's not like the first day impression and whatnot, but this is like from me gathering all the information from everybody else and kind of like taking it in. This is coming from a perspective of a mouse and keyboard and a controller player. So I know both sides of the coins and like the things that should be implemented and that should be fixed. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree, but this is gonna be kind of unscripted and like what I'm gonna be talking about. So let's start off with like gunplay. Gunplay, it feels amazing. I love it. On controller, it's just a little bit too sticky, and on mouse and keyboard, it just feels immaculate. There is the flinching, and like the hit registration. The hit registration is kind of like iffy on mouse and keyboard. I've noticed that, and it is a little bit too on controller, but I haven't seen too much of it. You know what I mean? Because I'm just like beaming everybody. But on mouse and keyboard, you can definitely feel like the hit registration not being there perfectly all the time. I think that's like one of the major flaws that I kind of like really don't like about mouse and keyboard is that the hit registration sucks. But when it works, dude, it works gloriously. Like I love it. Um, but yeah, moving on from like hit registration and stuff like that. All the guns feel great. You know, visual recoil is basically non-existent. The visual recoil is like one of my major things that I loved about uh, just having in general. It's like I just don't want like terrible visual recoil, especially if I'm on mouse and keyboard. For all the mouse and keyboard users out there, shout out to you guys. You know, you guys are going through it. Um, but yeah, like visual recoil, it's really good. Visual clutter, it's a little excessive. You know, you get flashed, you get stunned, you get naded. You know, there's smoke on your screen, there's this on your screen, there's that on your screen. You know, it sucks for a mouse and keyboard player because like you can't really see too much. But if you're on controller, you're just gonna aimbot somebody, especially if you get flashed. You're just gonna automatically win. And then watch this part right here. You see how fast I died? That is a controller player. He hops up and I just get laced. And I did the same exact thing. I suck, but like I should be able to put like him to half health or under. But I give like the gunplay like an 8 out of 10. I really do like it. It's really nice. It does feel smooth in my hands. I don't know what I can say for other people, but like it's really nice. It's smooth. It's smooth like butter. It feels great. But after that, let's go on to movement, and I'll give movement around like a 7 out of 10. Like movement wise, like there can be some fixes. Like I don't dislike not having omni movement, but nor do I not. You know what I mean? Like I could be fine without either or. Um, because like I've come from a long history of Call of Duty, so I played without omni movement before, and I only played 2 CODs with it, so I can like kind of live without it. But like my main thing that comes for like movement was like like sliding and all that, and like sliding to prone. Like if it's a little bit faster, if it's not punishing, where if I go into run into a crouch or run into a slide, like my gun just bobs out of nowhere. This goes for mouse and keyboard and roller. Like it just your screen just does some weird, or your gun just does some weird crap, and it just bugs the hell out of it, where it just bounces a little bit. And call me nitpicky, but like that I just do not like. You know what I mean? But other than that, like yeah, if you can maybe increase the speed a little bit of like dropping or running or sliding or transitioning, you know what I mean? Like there should be no penalty, transitioning penalty if you have tack sprint assist on or whatnot. Like that's just like the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like more penalty if you're tack sprinting, and then like you go into sprint to fire with tack sprint on, it just decreases your sprint to fire speed and your ADS speed, which is kind of odd in my opinion. But like, hey, you know what it is what it is. We're big balling. I can work a way around it, but it's just like a little nuance like that's a thing. It never was a thing, I think. It's been so long since I played the older CODs, so it doesn't really like bother me too much. But yeah, that's the reason why I give like a really 7 out of 10. Like moving around is punishing. You gotta get really lucky, or you gotta be like really freaking good in order to hit all your shots while moving around like that. And it's a lot harder on mouse and keyboard because you gotta deal with your gun jumping around, flinching and everything like that. That's like the only downside to it. And then like moving on to like um streaks and all that. I think like the only really like main issue is like UAV. UAV is like, I know it's just a beta, but like UAVs are super super strong right now. And with like UAVs being like super strong, there's like the watchdog and all that. Like they're all like pretty balanced in my personal opinion. It's just like the map pool that we have right now is complete butt, especially like transit 2 and 3, or like this map that we're playing right now. I forgot what it's called, but like you can, there's like really nowhere you can hide if you're pointing at a bus. You know what I mean? But on top of that, like I think sword streaks are decent once like the counterplay comes out, like cold blooded and whatnot, and then people are going for their camos. Can shoot it down. But like when people don't shoot it down, dude, you notice them on the map. Wilson is somehow absolutely brain dead on my team, but whenever someone else calls it on the enemy team, dude, it just wipes the entire lobby. I don't get it. It's my eyes kind of slow in the head. Might just be me, but yeah. Going on to from like score streaks. There's really not much I can really say besides the game is really good. I do enjoy it. Wish that aim assist does get a little bit of tune to it, so that way it's not too sticky. That's like my only thing. But let's go to like the feeling of MnK on this game. Mouse and keyboard on Modern Warfare 4, at least the beta, it's really good. I enjoy it. This is MnK gameplay that you're seeing right now, and man, look at this clip I hit. I just absolute demolish. I don't know if it's right here. Like, dude, it's like, and when the hit registration works, it works. I'm telling you, it works. Like, it's really damn good. Like, mouse and keyboard it just feels so fluid. It feels super nice. But like going from, like BO7 mouse and keyboard to this mouse and keyboard on Modern Warfare 4, it's night and day. BO7, you gotta like worry about jump moving, jump strafing, doing this, doing that, freaking 360, moving faster, strafe speed, you know what I mean? But this is like, it feels really nice. It's simple. You're able to track. You're able to do what you normally should be able to do. It gives me like battlefield vibes, like battlefield aiming vibes with Call of Duty gunplay. You know what I mean? Which is really nice, which I really enjoy. So if you do want to play mouse and keyboard this year and you want to learn it, this is the year to learn it. This is the year to try it and enjoy it, because it is pretty fun. On the downside of it is controller. Controller is absolutely just like insane. I'll show you the gameplay here in a second here, but yeah, controller is really crazy. Just take a look. So yeah, moving over onto the controller gameplay right here. This controller, it's just like it's super fun. It's fun, but like it's boring. I don't have to do anything. I literally just have to hold my left stick back, and not even, and then just hit all my shots. You know what I mean? Uh, but like in my personal opinion, like they do need to nerf aim assist a bit. Like it's a little bit too strong to the point where like it's just dragging onto people, and like I don't want to be dragging onto people. Like for example, like if I'm shooting somebody right now in front of me, and then there's his friend that just jumps behind him, my aim assist is gonna pull to somebody. If I'm pulling back on my left stick, my aim assist is gonna pull to the person that is jumping across my screen, and it's gonna break my shit. It's gonna break my right stick, and I won't be able to do anything. I think if they nerf it just a bit to where like you have to aim, and it's like where you have to aim in and actually use your right stick a bit, like that would be beneficial. You know what I mean? But that with all that all being said, like movement is just, you just feel really muddy when you're on controller, running around the map. You just feel really muddy. Like I can get past it, but like it's really definitely a learning curve. But it's like, yeah, you're definitely muddy. You definitely can't really move too much. It is kind of hard to like maneuver, so that's why it's like you gotta sit back. But I think if like they reduce, or like not even reduce, I think if they just fix like the movement on top of like nerfing the aim assist, I think the game would be a little bit better, in a better balanced state. But I mean, it is what it is. You already know from this controller gameplay that it's busted, and it needs to get nerfed, dude. Because like, dude, it's tugging way too hard. It's freaking tug Sahur out here right now, dude. Like, man, dude, it's insane. But like TLDR, like mouse and keyboard feels good if it's a game that you want to play, and if it's mouse and keyboard that you usually main, and you want to try COD out again, definitely come swing by on Modern Warfare 4. The open beta starts on August 28th, so swing by and actually try it out and see what you think about it. It gives me like a Battlefield X Call of Duty, kind of playstyle. Like you got that Battlefield aim with the playstyle of Call of Duty, which is really nice, which I really enjoy. And then like on controller, honestly, controller is gonna be controller, regardless with movement or not. Like a controller is just controller. Just nerf aim assist a bit, and life will be easy. Yeah, sorry for the yawn. It's been a very long weekend. Very, very tired. But yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments. And, like, just like if you guys agree with me, like give me a thumbs up. Or if you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down in the comments. And yeah, make sure you guys follow me on all my social medias. Everything will be down in the description. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the gameplay. I'm going to head out here. You guys enjoy the controller gameplay, and yeah, I mean, shit, this is TK, I'm out. Peace, boys.
Laden up! Brauche Aufklärung von oben! Feldaufrüstung!
Enemy KIA.
The field is even. Fight for the advantage.
UAV down.
Werde beschossen!
We're tied with the enemy. The field is even. Fight for the advantage.
Friendly UAV online.
We're tied with the enemy.
Werde beschossen! Granate!
The enemy's
Fight
taking the
erledigt!
lead.
Stand by.
Brauche Aufklärung von oben!
UAV recon online.
Fight erledigt! Werde beschossen! Benutze
Enemy
Feldaufrüstung!
UAV overhead.
UAV destroyed.
Enemy crossfire incoming.
Ich werde beschossen!
Grenade, take cover.
UAV overhead. Stand by.
Fight erledigt! Ich werde beschossen! Granate raus! Fight erledigt!
Lead the way.